So, a pretty intense game, which you expect to see with these guys, but to be out there fighting across the cool league, what did you see that opened up?
I mean, I always try to pass to him when I can. He's a shooter, obviously. I like to pass it, and usually we're better off when Cooley's shooting the puck. So whatever I can do to get it in his hands, that's what I'm going to do.
So seeing this team healthy, though, I mean, you look at that power play, there's a weapon when this team is healthy on every option. Like you scored a goal earlier in the game, so they have to respect you as the shooter, and that gives you the option to throw it over to him, right?
Yeah, I mean, usually it gives me a lot of time and a lot of space because I have to respect Cooley's shot, and there's not many guys in the world that can do what he can do, and even at the NHL level, there's not many guys who can hit a one-timer like that and draw the attention of defenses and penalty kills, and they need to key on him. So it's fun playing with him, and he's going to score a lot of goals, in the years to come.
They've always been referred to as a chaotic team when we talked this season. For the most part, did you guys feel like you were able to contain them a little bit more than maybe in some of the games prior?
I think a little bit. I think we did a better job managing the puck. Again, the only times they really had opportunities were when we turned it over. I think they didn't really, do a lot on their own without us giving them chances. It really came from turnovers and us not doing our job. Sometimes they can kind of get us in a spin cycle a little bit. And sometimes, honestly, there's nothing you can do against that when pucks are going all over. We're trying to pack it in tight, keep them out of the middle of the ice, and then it just happens they're getting it because they're a very skilled team. They've got a lot of really good offensive players that kind of lurk on the backside, and kind of like their tying goalie in the third, they kind of had a guy off the backside, and that's just the way they play. They have good hockey IQ, and you always got to be aware because a team like that they're going to take advantage when you give them opportunities.
No question. I'll say that right now. If everybody knows the police going to shoot the puck, and everybody knows the vet's going to shoot the puck, why don't they just take? Why is it so hard to take that shot away?
I mean, even when you know it's coming, it's still going to beat you sometimes.
So why not take away the guy who's like? Why not make sure you just can't get the puck to him?
It's kind of tough sometimes. 4 and 3, especially. There's a lot of open space, and I mean, there's more to it than just the shot. It's finding the lane and being able to hit the puck at different points. So not everyone can just find that lane. He's kind of got a second sense for it. I mean, I'm sure he's played there his whole life, and he's hit so many one-timers. He works on it every day where he's kind of, moving back and forth on that side, finding that lane. And it makes it pretty easy for me because he's finding that spot where I need to get it through. And I think we feed well off each other because of that. He knows that's going to come if it's there, and he's finding lanes, not just stationary there. So there's more to it than just the shots. I mean, obviously he can hit it like not many guys can, but there's a little bit more to it than just what you guys see. So
yeah. Like I hear people say that all the time. So it's like,
yeah, it's a skill to find that lane. It is a skill. Not many guys can do that. So
you have to find it too. I mean, it's not like
yeah, we read off each other. He knows that I want to pass it to him, and he's going to do what he can to get open.
You go through coming back to Rochester from Buffalo. Just what came with you for your mindset to, one, be a leader for this team, but also just you as an individual hockey player? How do you think you've been able to now be better back in the AHL?
I think for me, I was kind of dealing with a bit of a lingering issue an injury that I was playing through, and it was making playing really tough, and it was kind of making every day kind of tough to get through. And so I really just needed some time off to kind of get back to feeling myself. And it did suck that, once I was healthy, I got sent down again. And, but from where I was at mentally, I think I was feeling really good about where things were at, just because I'd been dealing with something for quite some time that was, causing me some problems. So just to be healthy, it kind of just took a big weight off my shoulders. And obviously I want to be in Buffalo and not down here in Rochester, but from a mindset standpoint, I'm just happy to be feeling like myself again. It was a little while I wasn't really feeling like myself, wasn't playing like I know I can play, and so just to be back to being myself, having fun again playing, and so I'm just happy to be playing again.
Going bigger picture, I mean, you think about coming here during COVID, you have such a small, intimate experience to start, and then you get into the NHL. Just talk through, I mean, how it felt now, maybe a little bit removed from that moment, settling in back with Rochester for this Thanksgiving.
I mean, I just kind of try to enjoy every day, no matter where I'm at. I love to do this, so just being able to be paid to do this, it's crazy. Like I would do this for free, just we were just kind of talking in the room the other day, just how fun it is to be at the rink, after practice, just hanging out with the guys and just having a good perspective and how lucky, I am to be doing what I love to do. And we have such a good group of guys here. And that's what makes hockey fun, is just the guys in the room. And, when you're having fun off the ice with the guys, it's, you want to go to battle with them. You have more fun on the ice. You don't really feel pressure. And so just to play with so many great guys over the last couple of years and just the group we have, it's just, it's a lot of fun to be a part of.
You talked about your ability, does the younger you take that shot earlier?
Probably not. I think the younger me might have panicked a little bit and probably shot it right away. I mean, Brucey gave it to me and I wanted to shoot it right away, and then no one really came to me that I was going to shoot it again, and then no one came to me again. So I figured I would just keep kind of moving in. And I mean, that happens sometimes. There's going to be blown coverage, and I think it's important to take advantage of those moments. I think I had a couple more moments like that today where probably a few more should have gone in the back of the net, and it's a little frustrating when you get those chances like that in a tight game. You want to score every time, but I think the old me maybe would have just shot it first time, or maybe looked to pass it instead of just being confident and making the right play. And it was kind of nice no one came to me. I wish it happened more often, but try to take advantage when it does happen.
The crowd had a lot to say about that. Do you think on the ice that this game was maybe a little bit under-officiated, just in terms of all the physicality that was going on?
I think so. I think it's much better that way. I would much rather have a game where you can actually battle and not have to worry about little ticky-tacky calls or little trips or hooks. I think it went both ways. I think maybe both teams kind of got away with some slashes or some hooks or some trips. And honestly, I would rather have that, as long as it's not taking away a grade A scoring chance. I don't mind, or at least if it's against me, I want them to call it. But if it's not against me, I'm all right if they put the whistles away. And it's much more fun that way. Sometimes the games, I'm sure you guys go through, it kind of feels like they can drag on sometimes if there's a lot of penalties, and it kind of ruins the flow for everyone. And guys who maybe don't penalty kill or aren't on the power play, it can really take them out of the game too, because there's so many whistles. There's just, the lines get all messed up, and you kind of just ruin the flow and the mojo for everyone. And so it's nice when everyone can just keep rolling, and they don't really call anything.
I feel online with Victor Norchuk, how he really played today.
I mean, you saw the goal, you saw how many puck battles he won today, and he was feeling it. I think he's just building off of last weekend. We played together. He was great. He's confident right now, and ever since he's been back from his injury, he's been great. He's super skilled. I think he's competing very hard, so he's getting the puck a lot, and he's making plays. He's confident with the puck. Obviously, you saw the goal. The confidence that takes and the skill is awesome, and I love to see that he's making plays like that. And it was nice to see him rewarded for it. He's been kind of knocking on the door the last couple of games, made a lot of really good plays, and so to see him get that one, and we were pumped for him.